The following is underwater analysis of Connor's breaststroke. Alright, so we can see here in this breaststroke that we want to improve our timing so that when our hands get right here, our heels are all the way against our bottom so we can shoot them forward. Okay? What we want to try to eliminate is this portion of the stroke right here, which is an inefficiency, where your hands and feet are moving forward at the same time. You're not generating any forward power or momentum when you have this in your breaststroke. So using the load and shoot drill that Connor learned during camp will really help him improve his breaststroke timing, and it will allow him to finish races with more endurance and power while improving his efficiency. We see that Connor has pretty flexible ankles and that he has a nice narrow kick. We might like to see him squeeze these elbows a little bit more together out front and keep those hands tight so that he is more streamlined. So we see he gets to this point and then his hands are side by side instead of together in a streamline. We'd like to see a little bit tighter of a streamline out front to help him really glide off of that kick. He has good body position, keeps his hips up well. Excellent job. This is above water analysis of Connor's breaststroke. Alright, so we'd like to see a little maintenance of that depth before we do our pull out. So when we get to this point right here, we want to make sure we're deep enough that we can do our pull out and our kick before we break the surface of the water. So as we can see, our back comes up out of the water before we can execute that kick, and our feet actually come out of the water. We need to work on making sure we have the appropriate depth for this pull out. Connor has pretty good breaststroke timing. As we can see, what I look for in breaststroke is when his hands get to this point, his heels are almost all the way up to his backside. And you can see that he's very close to mastering this already. That allows him to shoot his arms forward on the recovery. Using the load and shoot drill will really help improve his timing. Coming into this wall, we want to see him come in tight and stay low to the water. He does a good job of staying low to the water, but he swings out wide just a little bit. We'd like to see him try to keep those shoulders parallel to the wall. So again, we don't want to go out to the side. That's wasted energy. We want to come straight in and straight out. That's much better depth than the pull out. We can see as he starts to get tired, his tempo really starts to fall off. That'll come with more endurance and better strength. Additionally, we can see that his timing starts to deteriorate the further he gets into the 50. Practicing that load and shoot drill will really help.